Marriage law reforms. Major portion of the statutory personal laws instituted in the various Muslim countries represent a mere codification of the established law or the best unification of its hero divergent legal principle. There is, however, no reason to deny the fact that certain provisions in these laws have introduced significant reform in the traditional law. The principal reforms so introduced in one country or another related to a. Marriage age for men and women and differences of age between parties to marriage. B. Role of marriage guardians in the fixation and solemnization of marriage. C. Registration and documentation of marriage. D. Monetary aspect of marriage, dowry, and expenses. E. Polygamy and rights of co-wives. F. Maintenance of wife, family, and matrimonial home during subsistence of marriage. G. Unilateral divorce right of parties to marriage and ground for judicial divorce. H. Post-divorce reliefs for the parties, especially for women. I. Period of gestation and its implication. G. Parents' right relating to custody and guardianship of children, especially of mothers. K. Inheritance right of certain close relatives, surviving spouse, daughter, brother, sister, grandfather, and descendant of predicted children. L. Choice the legate, especially their eligibility to receive a bequest, and M. Validity, tenure, and management of family wakafs. Reform in this area have been effective. Different reform in different countries, either under the provision of comprehensive codes of law, of personal status or family right, or by way of sporadic legislation. The source material for all the aforesaid reforms have been located by the jurists and the legislators of Muslim world in depth, difference, flexibility, and richness of the legal principle within the vast framework of the Sharia. It's nobody case in the Muslim states, including Turkey, that personal law has been codified and reformed to merely modernize or westernize the law. Nor have their architects, advocates, and exponents ever quoted and wholly an Islamic source for any of their reforms. The motives behind and the object of all this legislative activity have been extolled by reformers to the need systematize personal law on the pattern of other laws since codified the desire to benefit from leisure now and hit hero neglected principle and juristic opinion within the fold of the Sharia. The will to check misinterpretation, misapplication, and growing misuse of the Sharia law of which there were greater change and possibility in its uncondified state, the policy of not of not nationalizing, and thirdly Islam seeing the law and the urge to rebuild of society in conformity with the original unadulterated socio-legal principle of Islam. In several countries, the ulama have approved or have been closely associated with the reform affected. At the same time, some of the reforms in the countries have been opposed and criticized by certain sections of religious leaders and scholars. This has happened in Iraq, Indonesia, Pakistan, Tunisia, South Yemen, and Turkey. On some occasions, their objections were accepted and the reforms proposed or already affected, dropped, repe- repealed, or modified. Main source Tahir Mahmud 1987 Personal Law in Islamic Countries History, Text and Comparative Analysis Academy of Law and Religion New Delhi pp 11-13